Obviously the student experience has changed a lot since you went to university. How do you think it's changed over the time from when you went to the way it is now?
When I went to uni, I had to put myself through uni, so I spent very little time on campus, and I was working as well as studying, and so I think I missed out on a lot in that time, even with what existed in those times. But in coming to Curtin, I've been here a bit over 5 years now, and I thought Curtin was a great campus, but it was somewhat big and the activity wasn't concentrated. What was somewhat an isolated campus now is much more vibrant and active. The classrooms are really different and students engage really different in classrooms as well as both informally. And I think we're seeing more and more people come onto this campus, even that aren't students, to participate in an environment that's all about interaction of people.
So Curtin obviously has a big plan for the future with the Greater Curtin plan. How do you think that the coming years will affect the student experience?
Greater Curtin is about bringing lots of different groups together. So it's about creating facilities for students that allow you to interact with industry, for industry to be able to interact with staff and students, for collaboration, for research, for work experience. All of those things are necessary. So as we build the critical mass around Greater Curtin, students are going to benefit more and more and more from that capacity to interact with industry and participate more with staff. But I also think one of the things that we need to really have a good look at as part of Curtin's strategic planning process, which is really going to get underway, is a lot of jobs for students are going to be jobs that they create themselves. So how does Greater Curtin allow us to give students experience and opportunity to create jobs for themselves, entrepreneurially, by yourself or with others? Because that's what the future is going to be about a bit.
So at the moment there's a large focus on a lot of online, a lot of things are moving to online. Why is it that you and your team continue to focus on spaces around campus and those sort of areas?
I think we're going to need a bit of both. So I think place and people physically coming together is still a really critical part. And so having the place exciting and vibrant and you want to come is really critical to make sure that part of the equation continues. But online will be also important because it creates flexibility. So one size doesn't fit all. But I think the mix is going to be really exciting, and for students it'll give you opportunities to do things you didn't do today, or to participate globally and to get international experience and exposure during online and the hologram from China or wherever it might be that you don't have today.
Yes.
And that creates a whole different dimension of interacting and preparing students for what's an international world, not just a Perth-based world.
Well, Ian, thank you very much for meeting with me today. It's much appreciated.
Pleasure, anytime.
Thank you.